Today is Monday the 25th of October 2021. Time is about 20 past 10. I've got a day off work today. I had a really busy day yesterday. Today I've got absolutely nothing at all. And I did mention in my video yesterday that I would like to go and walk in the Malvern Hills. So I've got a day off and I thought I'd go walk in the Malvern Hills. Weather isn't great. It's going to be showery today and probably a little bit blowy as well. It's just started to rain. I've just gone past the town of Cirencester. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive from my door to the Malvern Hills, which is basically heading in the north and slightly western direction. Anyway, we're going to stop off in a while because there's a lovely viewpoint about 5 or 6 miles up at Birdlip, just above Gloucester, where we can hopefully, if it's not too bad weather-wise, we might be able to get a glimpse of the Malvern Hills in the distance. But the way the weather is at the moment, I'm not sure we're going to get that view because it's just very sprayy at the moment and quite misty. So we might have to give that one a miss. Anyway, we're going to go up and have a little look at the British camp. I've got a bit of a trek up some steep hillside. So I've come kind of fully equipped today with lots of cameras. I've got my Lumix with me. I've got my walking boots on. I've not been here before. Time-wise from my house, I think I drove about an hour and 20 minutes. So it's not too bad. And looking like it's going to be a nice afternoon, a nice day. The sun's shining and it's quite still as well, so all things are looking very, very favourable, I think, for a nice little video. Oh dear, my goodness me. This is quite a walk. Got a bit further to go yet too. Wow. Okay, I'm going to swing you around. You can almost get a 360 up here. So this is on the southern edge of the Malvern Hills, a place called British Camp. I think we're looking south that way, swinging across, we're looking west. So I think we're looking into Herefordshire. In fact, I think we're looking into Wales over there. That's Wales. Some hills in the distance. That'd be the Black Mountains and the Brecon Beacons. Swinging it further to the east and going north. I think on a clear day, looking maybe due north, you could probably see into maybe Staffordshire and some of the hills which are in Staffordshire. Swinging it further across again, you can see the ridge of the Malvern Hills. So I suppose from the start of the Malvern Hills, maybe a mile or so that way, walking across this ridge, past through British Camp, down and then following the ridge along. I think it's about 8.5 miles long, so it's a good old walk. British Camp is an Iron Age hill fort located at the top of Herefordshire's Beacon in the Malvern Hills. The hill fort is protected as a scheduled ancient monument and is owned and maintained by the Malvern Hills conservators. The fort is thought to have been first constructed in the 2nd century BC. A Norman castle was built on the site. The extensive earthworks remain clearly visible today and determine the shape of the hill. The height of British Camp at the summit is 1,109 feet, which is 338 metres above sea level. The camp is composed of extensive earthworks that have been compared to a giant wedding cake. Midsummer Hill Fort is a mile south of British Camp. There are a number of general round hut platforms on British Camp which may well suggest a permanent occupation. However, it is unusual to have two major hill forts within such a short distance. The ditch and counterscarp bank around the entire site covers 3 hills, although those to the north and to the south are little more than spurs. With a perimeter of 6,800 feet, the defences enclose an area of around 44 hectares. The first earthworks were around the base of the central hill, otherwise known as the Citadel. There you go. So this really is a great spot to have a camp up here, because you've literally got a 360 all the way around you, in many miles in all directions. So again, strategically it's a great place to have the fort. This fort dates back to about 2 centuries BC. I don't know a huge amount about it, but it's not massive, although saying that, the ramparts are quite big. I don't think that's natural down there. I think that's been dug out probably by hand, I expect, and made into a bit of a fort, as that over there also has done. Okay, right, I hope my mic is working out quite well. If I was wearing my cam cap up here, it's really windy and the audio would be just awful. Anyway, so I find myself basically at the start of the Malvern Hills. I suppose technically you could say it starts over there, another mile or so. Perhaps that's the case, I'm not sure, but certainly something starts here and then it winds its way all the way past British Camp. Goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, and then it goes down, and it goes up again. I think the highest point is probably just over there somewhere. So I think this is probably a good time where I can get my little Lumix out and try and zoom in on a few subjects. Apologies if it's a bit shaky, just because I haven't got Rocksteady or any kind of video software on it which stabilizes it. So we're now filming on my Lumix camera. Sorry about any camera shake, especially when I focus in fully on something. Right, so that there is British Camp. Okay, and that I believe over there is probably the highest peak in the Malvern Hills. And then it kind of just winds its way, zooming slightly out, winds its way back towards myself. You can see there's kind of a well trodden pathway there where people have trodden over the years, and then we're winding our way back to my present spot. So I've found myself a little spot in the sun. Got a bit of shelter here, and just coming up towards lunchtime, so I got myself in there somewhere. I've got myself a few little goodies. I bought myself a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich. So if Mr. Larson's watching, go and eat your heart out. Aid Larson, that's my good friend from Australia. Hope you're well, Aid. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your comments, and in fact thanks to all those people who have liked my video, watched, and also subscribed to my channel. I do really appreciate your support. Got a fantastic view here, guys. We're looking west in towards Wales. In fact, there's a bit of a dark cloud up there. I'm hoping it's going to blow past me, but knowing my luck, it's probably seen me, spotted me, it's making a beeline to me, and it looks like it's discharging some rain as well, so that's probably about maybe 5 or 10 minutes away, so I'll keep an eye on that one. But in the meantime, I got myself made myself a little flask of coffee, and I just thought I'd have a little break, have a bite to eat, then make my way back down the mountain, jump in the car, and then it's an hour and a half drive or thereabouts back home again. So we're gonna get ourselves a bit of refreshment. Got some lukewarm coffee. It's probably been in there about 4 hours now. That was pretty good. And then I'm going to munch into my sandwich. So this is what I basically do on my days off. It's either this or it's DIY, or perhaps even having a game of golf or something. But my videos are very, very eclectic. I don't talk much about politics or religion, not on this channel anyway. Personal life, I've got things going on, but obviously they remain personal. I think when you get into the realms of religion and politics, you know, left wing, right wing, straight down the middle, one thing or another, I think that's when things become a bit divisive. So I take a leaf out of my brother's book, A Wiltshire Man, on that one, because I think when you start to talk about those things, then, you know, you really are going to rile some people up. And I've got my opinions on things, but I as I say, I do like to keep my opinions pretty much, you know, to myself. I might allude to certain things, you know, which go on in the news, which really, you know, push my buttons and that. But overall, I'm a pretty kind of a placid guy, easygoing. I appreciate what I have around me, and you know, I just like to get out here and getting some sunshine. It's a really nice day today for late October. It's actually quite warm, and that's me thinking, coming up here, am I going to need a big coat? But to be honest, what I've got on is plentiful enough. Bit about this area, I suppose. I don't believe that there's a white horse around here. Predominantly this range of hills, which goes on for about 8 miles in a south to north direction, predominantly it's volcanic, so therefore it's going to be more of a kind of a granite base, which means that there's no chalk down below. Therefore it would be quite difficult to get, you know, a white horse, but it'll be a fantastic place to have a white horse on both directions, on the west and the east side of the mountain or of the hill, because you can literally see for miles and miles around. It would be visible. But one thing which it has got, it might even have another one actually, I think this is the only one, and that's the fort, which is above me to my right hand side, which dates back, as I said earlier, I think it dates back to around about 200 BC. Right, I think it's time to leave camp now and to head back up towards the hill, towards the car, because the cloud which I was talking about not 10 minutes ago has decided to zero in on me, and then just over there I can see the rain coming in. So I think it's probably time to make haste and to break camp and to head out down the hill towards the car. You can see the beautiful view there, the way the cloud base is just kind of going across the land. There's a bit of a a telltale sign of a rainbow just forming, just not maybe a couple of miles away, which tells me that rain most certainly is heading my way, and it's probably now time to exit. As predicted, the rain is now starting to come down, so if there's any water on the lens or anything, well, sorry about that, but it's just nature, isn't it? Yeah. But apparently some wise man said that you only get wet once, and he's probably right there. I'm off the mountain now, as you can see. I've left it behind me. I'm making my way down to a flatter piece, and I should hopefully be in my car in another 15 minutes. But I tell you what is a bucket list for me, and that is to, at some point, perhaps with old Wiltshire man, he might be watching, he might, I don't know, is to walk this series of ridges. Okay, so it'll take you, it's 8 miles from start to finish, so I'm thinking it's probably going to take you a best part of a whole day to do the whole trek, and I think it would be a fantastic thing to do. So at some point, if Wiltshire man is up for that, I don't know, perhaps sometime this year, pick a day, Wiltshire man, and we can go and sort that one out, and I think it would make a very interesting video. Anyway people, this is probably a good time to say thanks for watching. I'll wipe that off the screen, only to be replaced by some more I expect, but it's probably a good time to say thanks for watching. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the content. Plenty more to come I expect. But what a fantastic place to be. The Malvern Hills, people, over there, the southern part in Gloucestershire, the west part in Herefordshire, swinging round, and the majority of it is in Worcestershire. That's Worcestershire. There we go people. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, and yeah, bye for now.